I'm going to give you some names of songs, and you tell me what they have in common. Charged Up, Sheether, Back to Back, Idols Become Rivals, The Truth of Adidon. What do those have in common? Now you might say, oh, those are some really dope songs. But if you really love music, you'll say those are diss songs. You know, in 2024, I think we got into the point where we don't even want to say we're dissing somebody, or we don't want to say it's a diss track. I think too many people are trying to defend their brands instead of trying to actually have rap beef, if it's even rap beef. Now, I don't want to make it look like something that it's not. I mean, who would I be to try to get in somebody's business that ain't mine? It just makes a whole lot more sense to just call the song what it is. You literally put bars in there for people to know you're taking shots, right? 2024 is going to be a very interesting year. We're just in February. I love it here. Welcome to the STEM Society. My name is Cole Jackson, and I am your host for the STEM Society. This is the first episode on YouTube, and this is my first YouTube video. I'm excited. Now, we've done 2 episodes previously. They're all on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. But don't call this show a podcast. We're not a podcast. We're a show. The word podcast is very, very overused and underutilized, and I don't want people to do that with this show. So I'm going to call it what it is. It's a show. I am a music commentator. I am a person who enjoys music news, new releases, independent artists, all of those things. So I decided to come up with a show where I could just kind of get my shit off. And to be honest with you, what a day this is. Now, I'm re-recording a show. I had already did a show. I had put a show in the can. And then I woke up early on February the 10th and Vultures dropped. Now, I'll get to that news later because it's been a very whirlwind. It's been a whirlwind of a day today, especially when it comes to Kanye West. Some of the things that's going on with this guy. But let me give you a breakdown of what the STEM Society is about, or what we do here. For me, I like to talk about music. I most definitely like to talk about new releases. I like to talk about independent artists, things of that nature. And I also like to talk about news and events that come out in music. It's my channel. I have a whole website, bynkradio.net. Please go subscribe or go listen to what we have there. But I am a huge music fan. I've been commentating on music for a very long time. I've done interviews with a lot of independent artists. I've just been a part of the music scene here in Birmingham, Alabama, where I live, for a very long time. And I've been wanting to do a show for a while. So this was the perfect opportunity to do it. I just picked up a microphone and I just decided, hey, why not? If you're going to do it, do it. So please have some grace. I know this is probably not going to be the best quality right now, but give it some time. I got to get used to all of this. So let's get into the new releases, man. Let's get into what came out this weekend.
New releases.
I always want to make sure that I'm doing quick, like instant reactions. Again, this show was actually This show was actually recorded before, and I was actually editing it, and I was gonna finish it this morning, but Vultures dropped. It's weird. Starting off with, I'm gonna start with some R&B and the man of the hour, Usher. Usher dropped Coming Home. It is his newest R&B album. If you guys don't know, he's actually doing something called the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, he's actually gonna perform at halftime. He getting a whole 15 minutes. But Usher's actually doing a Super Bowl, so he decided to go ahead and drop his new album. I love R&B. I'm an R&B type dude. R&B is one of those things that just don't die. To me, it doesn't. But Coming Home, the first thing I thought when I seen it, damn, you got 20 songs? 20 songs is a lot. I know. He's an artist. He wants to make sure he puts out the best product possible. And I get it. But 20 songs, homie? Like, I guess he's not going to do a deluxe. And if he does a deluxe, please don't add any more. If you, like, add like 2 songs if you're going to do a deluxe. I can't deal with any more. I can't. The only person who can get away with that in my eyes is Chris Brown. For real. But the Coming Home album actually was pretty good. There were a few songs on there I thought were pretty dope. As far as like Cold Blooded, probably one of my favorite songs so far with The Dream. But Pharrell actually produced the track. And let me tell you, Pharrell, he did his thing. Pharrell was actually, production's tight on there. I didn't believe it was Pharrell at first until I checked the credits. Great job. Probably my favorite song currently. I've only went through it once. I'm gonna go through it again, but I had so much other music that I wanted to listen to. And for me to just go through a 20-song album, Usher, jeez, cut it down, bro. Say that shit for like the deluxe. But pretty good. Some other songs you might want to take a look at. Please You, very good song. I Am the Party, where I think he talks about being in the verses. Can't nobody beat him in the verses on that song. I thought that was fire. On the Side, he made a whole falling in love with his side chick song, and I like it. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it's a song about falling in love with your side chick. You can't get no better than that. And Stone Cold Freak. I mean, the title probably kind of speaks for itself. Stone Cold Freak. He talking about some nasty stuff. But if this is the kind of Usher, is this kind of music Usher's gonna be putting out, man, I'm for it. I love Usher. Usher has been one of those staples in R&B for a very long time, and I completely enjoyed it. I went to press play on it as soon as I seen it, and what better rollout than the Super Bowl? So I'm expecting it to do numbers. I'm pretty sure it'll be number 1 on iTunes, probably be even before the game. So congratulations, Usher. You actually did pretty good. Next on the list, Stove Got Cooks. Come on, man. Come on. Stove Got Cooks actually put out a single. It's called Mellow Chip and a Brick. Yes. So let me just give you a quick insight on how I feel about Stove God. Legend. King. Reasonable Drought was a classic. Argue with your mama. Reasonable Drought was a classic. I've been waiting on a new Stove God album for a while. Hopefully 2024 is when we get a new Stove God album. I'm praying. So this one is actually produced by Conductor Williams, which I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the chemistry between Stove God and Conductor. The beat was aight, but it just didn't mesh well with what Stove God was doing. And I'm typically a Conductor fan. But right here, man, it just didn't mesh well. I was there for the lyrics. Stove God is trying to get his shit off, but at the end of the day, man, it just didn't mesh well. I just didn't have fun with it, man. Typically, when I want to hear some good coke rap, I most definitely want to make sure I'm hearing something from Stove God and what he's got to say. And it just felt like the beat wasn't matching what he was saying. But I'm most definitely going to run it back again and see if I can get into it. Like, I hate trying to make myself like music or like songs, and it just didn't work for me as far as like the Conductor Williams and Stove God Cook collaboration. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try again, but it's nothing like 38 Special producing a Stove God album or song. Hopefully they can both get everything, I guess, together. I don't think they're getting along at this moment, but look, man, I need more Stove God cooks, please. We need a second classic from this guy. Next up, Kid Cudi and Denzel Curry with Black Ops. Did you know that Kid Cudi had a comic book? It's called Moon Man. Didn't know it at all. So apparently he had a song for his comic book called Moon Man. I don't know if I'm going to check it out or not, but a comic book from Kid Cudi kind of makes sense, right? I don't know. All I know is the song was good. I think Denzel Curry and Cudi had like some really good chemistry with each other. I was really feeling the song. Very well produced. All vibes. I'm trying to like Insano. I can't get into Insano. I'm not the biggest Kid Cudi fan. I'm going to just be honest with you. But I can't get into Insano to save my life. And I don't know if it's because it's kind of like a gangster grill, but it's a vibe type gangster grills. I don't know. Help me out, Cudi. Help me figure this shit out. But at the end of the day, anytime I see Denzel Curry's name on some kind of song, I most definitely want to check it out. Again, very good production. It's a song with all of the vibes. If you're looking for vibes, this has all the vibes with it. I just can't. Insano was one of those albums where I just couldn't get into it. And I don't know why. I haven't been a fan of Cudi since Kids See Ghosts. A lot of people gonna point at me and be like, you don't like music, but if I'm being real, Kids See Ghosts was one of my all-time favorite Kid Cudi projects. So still give this a shot. Give it an opportunity. I think you'll enjoy the song. It's a pretty good song. So it's called Black Ops. And finally, for my UK guys, FYI, last year, I was in my UK bag heavy. From Skepta to Digga D to Tion Wayne to Clavish. There were a lot of UK acts. Dave, Central C. I got into a lot of UK music last year. And UK hip-hop right now is doing its thing. And I think this year they may overtake the US. I'm just saying, last year it was amazing to see how many UK artists had really great projects. The year started off with a UK artist by the name of Unknown T. I thought his shit was fire. If you haven't checked him out yet, his name is Unknown T. Check him out. But Central C dropped a single called Entrapneur. She's coming with all the energy on this one. He coming with all the energy, and I'm with it. He produced this record also. Man, the man did a great job. I can't wait to see what Central C does this year. I think the Drake cosign is just going to shoot him to the moon. A lot of people can't carry their weight, but it looks like he is. I'm super excited to see what we get from Central C. I think that he's going to actually give us something like a really good album. If you haven't listened, I need y'all to go listen to Split Decision with him and Dave. That was one of my favorite projects of last year. It was an EP they came out with. Very good. I did a top 10. I think it was like number 2 in my top 10. That's how good that it was. 4 songs, but I kept running it back. So with this, with the Entrepreneur song, I think I'm gonna keep running this back because it's got so much energy, man. I fucking love this song. I think this is one of the few songs I played besides Stove God like several times, like at least 4 or 5 times. So this is most definitely going to the rotation. All of that music, give it a chance. I'm not saying you should most definitely go out and rush and listen to it, but I am saying it won't be wasting your time. All right. By the way, I don't do reviews on here. You said that for like some of them other YouTubers. I really respect the fact that the process artists take to be able to make a project or an album, and I can't do that. I don't think that gives me the right to give something a 9 or a 10 or an 8 or a 4 or whatever the fuck. I didn't earn that right. Can I critique it? Yeah. Does it seem fair? Probably not. I haven't produced any of this stuff. I haven't rapped any of this shit. I haven't sung it. None of that. But I do want to give you a bit of a critique. And fuck it, man. Go off of what you feel like. Go off of if it's something that you want to like. I'm just a nigga on YouTube with a microphone. All right, man. So it's that time for the news. So it is time for the news. So every episode, and this is coming out twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays. So make sure you subscribe. Go down and subscribe to the channel so you can get more of the STEM Society. Be a member. We want you to join us. So every week I'm gonna find some news stories that I most definitely want to talk about here. Give my opinion on. I have some pretty cool hot takes on some of this stuff. Typically it's about 3 to 4 stories. Let's have fun. Yeah, let's have fun. Fuck it. First off, this is more of an opinion-based thing. If you guys haven't noticed, Latto came out with a song called Sunday Service. Now, if you haven't listened to Sunday Service yet, go listen to it. I advise you to go listen to it. Now, a lot of outlets would say this is a diss song or response song to Ice Spice. I'm getting into women's business. I'm sorry, but I'm getting into women's business. So, Latto has this song called Sunday Service, where she filmed in Brooklyn, where she had, 19 black trucks show up after Ice Spice's, you're a fart. You're a fart song. But it came out that people reporting this as Latto's response. This is a diss song. Here, I'll give you a line from the song. Think I'm the shit, bitch? I know it, ho. Jesus walked on water. I got ice boiling, though. I mean, I'm thinking she taking shots. Don't believe me? Here's another bar from this wonderful song. These bitches corny. Soon as monkey see, then you know monkey do. Do you rap or do you tweet? Cause I can't tell get in the booth, bitch, and I just want a one-on-one. Don't know why she's so nervous. Aren't those shots fired? Isn't that a diss? But Latto she said she never said it was a diss song. She never said it was a diss song. That's what Latto said. One more bar from this Sunday Service song, not a diss song. Just a song. Every time y'all book me with them hoes, it's gonna be big drama. Now, if you haven't seen the video, by the way, there are some references to Ice Spice's video for the fart song. Coincidence? Put a name on the bullet, man. I'm to the point now where at 2024, no subs. Put a name on the bullet. Say what you want to about Nicki Minaj's song. Good, bad, whatever. She put a name on the bullet. She put a name on the bullet. Now, if the video and the song that you put out don't mean that you dissing, then what does that mean? And I'm a man. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm stupid. But at the end of the day, when you have bars like that, you have a video like you got out, isn't that a diss song? I just want to know, man. I want to know. I'm not saying the song is bad, even though there are people online calling this Bigfoot 2. I'm not going to go there. Want to know why? Because Latto got bars. Latto can fucking rap. And I'm telling you, I listened to the song once. I listened to the song one time. No, I take that back. I listened to it a couple times because I was trying to catch the bars where she was dissing the Ice Spice. If the marketing for the song isn't gearing me up to hear something that's a diss, then I don't know what it was gearing me up for. You showed up in New York with 19 black trucks. You said, and I quote, because this is in the song, you think I'm the shit? Bitch, I know it, ho. Jesus walked the water. I got ice boiling, though. There's shots in the video from Ice Spice's video that are mimicking in your shit. Just call it a Latto. Come on, baby. Call it a diss song. We're to the point now where people want to diss each other. And this is just pure opinion coming from me. This is opinion. People want to diss each other, but they don't want to kill their brand, I guess their brand deals, or they don't want to kill deals. And she did, so Latto has done $1 million worth of game. And she did the interview. I haven't watched it yet. So let me just say she might have addressed it in the $1 million worth of game interview. I don't know what she's addressed. I don't know what she's saying about it, but the only clip that I seen was I ain't running from no smoke. So I do have to go and watch the whole interview. I don't want to watch a clip, and I don't want to go off of a clip. But if I'm being honest, man, like, you dissing this girl. It's a diss track. Call it what it is, man, and keep going. You're dissing Ice Spice, Latto. Come on. Call it what it is, man. Call it what it is. Stop subbing and call it what it is. That's all I ask. I think the song is all right, though. It's an all right song. I can't wait to see what comes past this. Like, I want to see what else is going to happen. So, shout out to Latto. I think she's fire. If she drops an album this year, it's probably going to be one of the biggest albums of the year, too. Just saying. Next one. Vultures. Ooh. So previously when I recorded this, I was waiting. I was one of the people waiting to hear Vultures because I thought it was going to drop at midnight. Never came. So I actually had some things like the good, the bad, so on and so forth, because Kanye had a listening party. So he had a listening party for Vultures. He and Ty Dolla with a bunch of Playboy Cardi in his thong. All of these people showed up. No disrespect to Playboy Cardi. If he wears a thong, that's what he wants to wear, and that's what it is. But all of these people showed up for the listening party, and I just went and I seen clips of it. But I read this article. I was reading an article on Complex, and they were talking about some good things that came from the listening party, which was polished pre-album, more polished than the pre-album single or Vultures. Hey, I like that. I was feeling that. Ty Dolla sounds great throughout the album. I like that. Who don't like Ty Dolla $ign? So apparently it's a lot of features on this song from what I'm reading on the Complex article, where they were talking about like some of the songs that they played, like Playboy Cardi's on there, Freddie Gibbs, Travis Scott, Westside Gunn, Quavo, Lil Baby, YG, Rich the Kid. So at the listening party, a lot of those songs were played. It seems like a lot of their verses are actually pretty good. And I know a lot of y'all have already heard this, but I wanted to go back over this really quick. So Complex was saying that it sounded like the album is pretty much complete. That's what they heard at the listening party. So I basically said, all right, cool. I'm going to talk about that, and I guess we'll wait another week because I didn't think Vultures was coming out. Fast forward to this morning, and I could get, like I said, this is February the 10th, 2024. I wake up, everything on my timeline is Vultures. He releases the album. Holy shit. He released the fucking album. Now, let me tell you my funny adventure today. I was pissed off this morning because I pre-ordered the album. Never got it. Never got the album. I never got anything. I didn't get an email. I didn't get an alert. I didn't get shit. I pre-ordered that album in December. Nothing. I got nothing. So, of course, me being who I am, I went on my social media to kind of just sound off about it. I said, yo, I'm pissed off because there's no way somebody who pre-ordered the album should not get the album before streamers do. It was on Apple and it was on Tidal. And I emphasize the word was. You'll find out. But apparently it was streaming on those sites, and then it eventually got to Spotify, which I was just like, well, what about the people who pre-ordered it? I was pissed off, bro. Like, seriously. I pre-order something. I am a person that feels like if I pre-order something, I should get it before the streamers. I paid money. I paid my money. I should get it. I should get exactly what I want. So it just got to a point where everything that I seen on social media, I commented saying, yo, I wish I would listen to it too if I would have got my copy. Or, man, it would be nice to be able to listen to an album that I actually bought. I mean, I was everywhere on it. And I seen a lot of y'all motherfuckers. I'm going to be candid with y'all. A lot of y'all really commented and was like, just stream it. Just stream it. Just stream it until you get your digital copy. Somebody even said, just listen to the music, man. Amateurs. Just fucking amateurs. So I just kind of sat back and just said this, and it makes perfect sense to a lot of people. I said, I'd rather own my music than lease it, because when you stream your music, you're leasing it. I buy because I support artists. I want to make sure that money goes to them. Streaming don't give them money like that, or from what I've read. Now, unless somebody can tell me different, streaming don't give you the money that you think it give you. That's how I looked at it. So when people say, oh, man, just listen to the music, just stream it. Fast forward to a couple of things that happened. Ozzy Osbourne, upset about a sample. Here's what Ozzy said. Ozzy said, Kanye West asked permission to sample a section of a 1983 live performance of Iron Man from the U.S. festival without vocals, and was refused permission because he is an anti-Semite and he has caused untold heartache to many. He went ahead and used the sample anyway at his album listening party last night. I don't want any association with him. That was strike one. Strike two. Donna Summer. Kanye asked permission to use Donna Summer's song, I Feel Love. He was denied. He changed the words, had someone re-sing it or use AI, but it's I Feel Love. Copyright infringement. That was from Donna Summer's camp. But I'm stupid, right? I should have streamed the album. Just stream it, my nigga. Just stream it. It'll be okay. Just stream it. So right now, it's still on streaming services, and everything seems to be good, but it looks like Kanye has a couple of problems with getting some of these samples cleared. Now, I don't know if they're going to take it off of streaming services or not. As of right now, it's still on Tidal. Personally, I don't know if I'm going to listen to it. I haven't hit play on it yet, and I'm debating on whether or not I am going to hit play on it. As a person who purchases music, and as a person who believes in buying music to support the artists that you respect and you're a fan of, I feel like that's a slap in the face. I feel like with me saying I'm going to pre-order your album before it even comes out, before you even have a date, a serious solid date, I feel like I deserve to have that project at least at the same time as the streaming platforms, the DSPs. Like, it only makes sense for somebody who pre-ordered the album to either have it before or at the same time. I never got the opportunity. And I feel like a fool. I feel stupid. And the reason being is because all he had to do was just hit a button. All you're doing is pressing a button, man, just to give it to people who paid for it. That's what you do when it comes to like putting it on streaming platforms, on DSPs. All you do is hit a button. I mean, it may be a little bit more to that since you're on a different level, but at the end of the day, all you're doing is hitting a button. Why is it so unfair? Why am I getting cheated because I paid my money beforehand and you're getting the amount? I'm not leasing music, I'm buying it. It only makes sense. I have every right to be upset. At the end of the day, I gave my money early to be able to have the product at the same time or before the streaming services. Now, for a lot of you, that concept probably looks pretty stupid, or it's probably one of those things where it's just like, man, you could just listen to it. Just listen to it on Tidal. Listen to it on Spotify. What's the problem? The problem is if these things don't get taken care of, as far as like these different estates that he has problems with, like Ozzy Osbourne or Donna Summers or who else is going to come forward, and they decide to not clear these samples, that shit is gone. But with me, I paid my money to own it. They can't take shit from me. Not if I bought it and I own it. We got to figure out what we're going to stand on. That's all I'm saying. Do I want to listen to it? Yes. I'm a Kanye fan. Do I feel cheated? Yes, I do feel cheated. I paid my money early on somebody who's not necessarily been consistent with dropping music when they say they're going to drop music. I don't know. I think a lot of people really just look at it as just like streaming is never going to go anywhere, or I will have this music forever, but I guarantee you guys, with the entities that control streaming, better believe that music will get taken away from you as soon as they feel like taking it away. With a person like Kanye West and the things that he's done and the situations that's been going on with him, I wouldn't be surprised if they stripped his music away and took him off of streaming platforms. Just a thought. Am I going to stop being a fan of Kanye because of this? Nah. Am I mad? Yeah, I'm a bit bitter. I'm a bit upset. Nothing I can do about it. You can't fight, what is it? You can't fight billionaires, right? I salute you, Kanye. I hope that everything goes well, especially with the Ozzy Osbourne situation and now the Donna Summer situation. But never forget about the fans who actually give you their money. Please believe me, I've gone through this before. So I wanted to talk about this because it kind of went under the table and nobody's really talking about it. And I understand why, because we got a whole lot of other hoopla going on. But Meg Thee Stallion has a distro deal, and she owns all of her own music. She owns her publishing. She owns her actual masters. That's unprecedented. So the deal kind of is made up. She did a deal with Warner Music Group, which is huge, but kind of strange because they're laying off a ton of people now. Look it up. I think 10% of their workforce is getting laid off or fired. It is what it is. It's the music business. What do you expect, right? But her deal's very interesting to me. Very unprecedented. So here's a couple bullet points. Megan will release music through her independent music and entertainment label, Hot Girl Productions, retaining full ownership of her masters and publishing, and maintaining creative control over her releases. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good deal. The agreement allows her to bring artists signed to her imprint to WMG ecosystem and gain access to WMG's global distribution and marketing network. She will also continue working with Warner Music and its international affiliates. Very interesting. Now, I know you're just like, Cole, what does that mean? Basically, she can recruit some people, bring them in under her name, and they're under the Warner family. And she can go international with it. So CEO Max Lusada, I think I got his name right, said this. At Warner, we're creating an environment where original talents can explore both their creativity and their entrepreneurialism. Look, man, if I said the word wrong, I got a public school education. While building long-term careers. Following on her success with 300, we're excited to continue our journey with Meg through this dynamic new partnership with global teams, infrastructure, and expertise supporting their every step of the way. Interesting. Following the success of with 300, I really wish he would have reworded that and say, she's under Roc Nation management, and we got to go with it. Not calling them the invisible hand or anything like that, but what I'm saying is I think Warner's smart enough to know to bet on Megan because of the Rock Nation management deal. It only makes sense. I mean, if we want to talk about her success with 300, okay. We could, I mean, you tell me, how many of those albums were, what's the word? I don't want to say successful. How many of those albums just were good? How about that? Successful, you can have a machine make it successful. You can't have a machine make them good. Let's talk about her Grammy wins. So, she got 2 Grammys. She won Best Rap Song and Best Rap Performance for Savage featuring Beyonce. There you go. Success. Hooray. But it's just an interesting deal to me, man. Not a lot of artists get that type of deal, and she got that kind of deal. And I think that I want to say that she's going to give us good music with that. If you think about Cobra's a good song. His, it's all right. It's a diss song. It's got a lot of talking in the beginning of it, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know what to say. The Cobra song I was feeling. I was enjoying that. His song, I've heard her do better. Let me just say that. I know it's a diss song. I've heard her do better. I've really heard her do better. But I have hope for the album. Both of those singles actually did a lot of numbers. I have hope for her doing having an independent album and actually doing something great with it because it's coming out of her pocket. I said this when she went independent. She went independent last year. She went on Instagram and she said, "Yo, I'm an independent artist. All of this is coming out of my pocket." When I heard that, the first thing I said was, she's going to work harder than she's ever worked before. She'll do great. I think that a lot of times we forget that independent artists, money has to come out of their pocket, no matter who's managing them. Yes, Rock Nation is her management team, but at the end of the day, she got to put in the work. Will the machine be pushing her? Hell yeah. Of course the machine going to be pushing her. But I think with her not having to rely on a label, I think that right now we're at a situation where the tour is going to do well, the album's going to do well. She's going to get a team together. She's going to actually make her a nice little run. There's no way she can't. And who's going to stop her? Everybody's on her side. Everybody's riding with her. I really feel like Meg Thee Stallion is going to win this year. And there's a lot of people out there that's hating. It's a lot of people that's hating on this girl. I don't know. It's a flip of the coin. It could go really, really good or it could go really, really bad. A lot of things that people don't let you know is being an independent artist is not the easiest thing in the world, and it's not for everybody. She's had label problems throughout her whole career, so I'm pretty sure it couldn't be no worse doing it independently. And when you're managed by Rock Nation, what could go wrong? So, congratulations. Can I give her fuck it. Why not? Why not? Congratulations, Meg. Congratulations on being an independent artist. Enough. Congratulations on being an independent artist. Congratulations on getting a very one-of-a-kind deal with Warner Music because you kept your masters and your publishing. I think the album's going to be good. So congratulations, Meg Thee Stallion.
The STEM Society.
Yeah. She just wanna date a rapper or a singer, entertainer. She can see the movement popping, so she keep me on retainer. If I'm in the picture cropping, see you later. See you later. See you later. She just wanna date a rapper or a singer, entertainer. She can see the movement popping, so she keep me on retainer. If I'm in the picture cropping, see you later. Yeah, yeah. See you later. See you later. Yeah. I'm never one to get too involved, so good luck with trying to get through it all. The women in question come with some questions, leave me reflecting. Is they invested? Numbers have greatly increased in my section. Set all my guesses towards leverage, we vested.
The STEM
15,
Society.
Big dreams, pristine, 16s, pick me, big leagues, they scheme, I peep. This ain't cologne that you smell its potential. And I'm aware that success got a window. Let's not pretend, no, I know you wanna.
So I'm not gonna say every episode, but on the Sunday episodes, I always want to talk about an artist that I've been listening to that's kind of caught my attention, and I want to pass them on to you, somebody you might need to watch, like an artist to watch. Can I get the drop, please?
Artist to watch.
Thank you. So the artist I have this week, his name is Ferris Blusa. If I mispronounce your name, bro, I'm sorry. Ferris the God. I'll go with Ferris the God. That's his moniker. But he's out of New Orleans, and he did not sound like a New Orleans rapper to me. Now, I was on my timeline on Instagram, and I ended up coming across his page, just some random ass algorithm bullshit, and listened to his song, and it was fire. What was the name of that song? I gotta pull that song up really quick. What was the name of that song? What a Day. And if you listen to a past episode of the STEM Society, you'll hear What a Day. But I heard that song, and I instantly went to Tidal to listen to his music, and he's fire. Now, I can only go back as far as like 2021. I actually went to his Bandcamp to go buy his music. I went to go buy the newest album. Well, actually, I got his newest album from Amazon. His newest album was I Talked to God About This. Very good album. The raps are amazing. Again, follow him on Instagram. I'll put the name or I'll put his @ somewhere on there. But dude can fucking rap. He can really, really rap. And he also produces a lot of his music too, which I have to give him credit for because a lot of people can't even do that. But very good artist. I love the music that he has currently. I actually went back to another album called Forever Is Not For Everybody, which was another fire-ass album. I think that was from like 2022. But if you haven't got the opportunity, go and listen to Ferris Blusa or Ferris the God. I think it's listed under Ferris Blusa. It's Blusa. Go check him out, man. I think he's fire. You might like him. Give him a chance. He's an independent artist, putting out music. He produces. I just really enjoy his stuff, man. And he's going to stay on my list. So check him out, man. Give him a shot. He's independent. Help some of these independent artists, man. You ain't doing shit. You sitting up there listening to Vultures. You ain't doing a damn thing. You just listen to Vultures being happy. Give some of these independent artists some time, man. Give them some of your time and some of your money. They've earned it. They deserve it. Nobody works harder than independent artists. I promise you that. I've interviewed enough independent artists to know. So take time out. Go listen to Ferris Blusa. Go listen to the new project. It's called I Talked to God About This. That's God with G-A, that's G-A-W-D. All right? Do that. So, what is it? I'm looking at the clock. That's my time. I'm done. I got no more time. This is the first video episode. So let me give y'all a quick heads up. This show right here will be every Sunday and every Wednesday. Every Sunday and every Wednesday, I'm going to talk about news. I'm going to talk about music releasing, so on and so forth. If there is something that you want me to talk about, don't be afraid to put it in the comments. I love being able to hear what you guys got to say and what you want me to talk about in the comments. So please. And if you want to listen to this on a DSP, we're on Spotify and we're on Apple Podcasts. So those two, you can listen to it that way. And that way you probably don't have to look at this ugly mug. But thank you for showing up to the first episode of many. Again, this YouTube thing is it's interesting. I'm new to it. Give me grace. Please give me grace. I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys next week.
The STEM Society.
Yeah. Silly dollar motherfucker. Same shit we always be doing, nigga. Yeah. verse ain't even the album, nigga. Look. Look from the curb, get what we deserve. Nigga, that's my word, I swing and swerve. Crumbling my herb, let your bitch observe. This game reserved, peace can't be disturbed. I collect and serve, me I only speak in verbs. Eating fuck with niggas heard, I'm staying high. Trunk up in the sky, ain't no reason why. Bitch, I'm fly, if they tell you different, they a fucking lie. All this shit a feeling, I'm just vibing, I don't need to try. Suede all on the ceiling, man, I'm chilling. See me sliding by, speak it then I see it. Used to dream and now I be it. Use a bitch, I peeped it, let that be our little secret. Approval, I don't need it, thought I wanted, but y'all.
Thank you for joining the STEM Society.